a muzzle training video. Vlad's been somewhat conditioned to a muzzle. We finally got a muzzle that fits his head. As you can see, he has a rather large head. Alright, and I'm going to ask him to muzzle, right? And I'm going to put the treat inside the muzzle so he has to put his nose in to get it. Muzzle. Good boy. I encourage the behavior so he knows he's doing something decently good, although he's mostly rewarded by the treat. Alright. Alright, so that's like the first step, right? You ask him to muzzle, you put the treat in the muzzle, and boom, he puts his nose in. So now I take it back, right? I'm going to make it a little more challenging. I take it back. I make it more challenging. So I'm going to ask him to muzzle. I'm going to hold the muzzle up. He puts his nose in. I'm going to reward outside the muzzle. Okay? So, muzzle. Yes. And I reward outside of the muzzle. I take the muzzle away. The reason why I take the muzzle away is because I don't want him to just keep putting it in there and I'm not able to get a reward in there fast enough for him. So, muzzle. And then I wait. If he'd rather have the treat, is the only way he's going to access the treat is yes. He puts his nose in that muzzle. Muzzle. And now I'm going to work on duration. Good. And this is moving really fast. Again, he was already pre-conditioned to a muzzle. Good. Good. Oh, thank you. You and your smooches. Thank you. Yes. Good job. So I'm working on duration now. With duration, I just want him to hold his nose in there a little longer. Yes, good job. And that was a beautiful demonstration of the duration. All right, now I'm going to fast forward. Say I worked him like several days and we are past this, right? I'm going to start putting the muzzle on and latching it on. So how I'm going to do that, I'm going to give him a treat for being a good sport. I haven't even played with this muzzle yet, so I actually don't even know how it goes on. Good boy. That's the reason why I pick up the muzzle, because I had nothing to reward him with, right? So, good boy. Thank you. So now, this is where your dogs will start hitting panic mode, right? I'm going to keep encouraging him, tell him, good boy, good. And I'm going to have another treat and I'm going to shove it in here. This is why I like the muzzles that you can give treats in. So you can encourage this behavior of keeping the muzzle on. Good boy. I have to add another hole up there. So your muzzle should be tight enough where it doesn't slide over your dog's nose. That is your goal. So this is a custom made muzzle. This is probably bad measurement on my part for up here. So I'll just add a couple more holes on top for it to fit properly. But I want to keep his head up. You see me trying to keep his head up? The reason why I don't want his head to go down is because I don't want his paw going in the muzzle. So I'm going to give him another reward. Flap. When he calms down, right? Good. Alright. So the next step, which he's not ready for, so I would do this a couple times, right? I'm going to take it off and reward him when it comes off. Yes, good job. It's a littler reward, right? I've been giving him whole meatballs. Now I'm only giving a half of one. I don't want to reward heavily when the muzzle comes off because I don't want him to associate, yeah, it's the best thing ever if the muzzle comes off. I want him to actually want to have the muzzle on. So the next step, which we're not going to get to today because obviously there's a couple more conditioning. Oh my goodness. A couple more times of conditioning that I'm going to have to do before I can start getting him to walk. But the next thing is going to be latch it on and I'm going to start walking him. And what my goal is when I walk him is rewarding in between, right? When he's calm, collected. And then I want to keep his head up. So I'm going to do that with leash pressure. And then after that, it's just a lot of just redo, and redo. So hope that answers all my muzzle training questions. This was kind of like a crash course version of it. So free. Good job.